Gorgeous Thursday afternoon. Boy, a lot of people out there on the beach. This is a live look from our camera in Santa Monica. The warm weather we're having, perfect reason to go to the beach, right? But before you slather on the sunscreen for a day of tanning, we do have some important safety tips for you. Here with us is sun care expert Sinead Norenius, who will be talking about tanning alternative. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Tanning, some of these self-tanners have come a long way. Remember the old orange looks when they first came out back in the 70s? And,
oh, yeah.
And now you can't even tell people are wearing it.
Absolutely. There's been incredible improvements on self-tanning in the actual process. So long gone are those days of looking orange and also smelling funky.
Yeah.
So that's a huge improvement, too.
Although I still smell funky at times. It has nothing to do with the tanning.
Maybe not.
We'll just move right over here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what is the difference now? Is it different ingredients, or are we learning how to apply them better?
Absolutely. It's a little bit of both. In particular, with Beautisol, we have a new cutting-edge technology in the actual ingredient that turns brown on the skin. It is patented in that it makes it more brown versus yellow or orange as it traditionally is. The other great improvement is the use of a fragrance odor eliminating technology. In particular, with Beautisol, we use it. It's called Pure Scent. And what it is it's not a fragrance mask that a lot of companies have used in the past. What this does is it springs to action about 4 hours later when that tan is developing, and it'll basically encapsulate it or kind of act like Febreze on the skin is kind of how I explain it.
So we're actually talking about a chemical change here in the color rather than just a color that goes on.
But you still have to do the right application, right?
Hands down.
So what do you do before you actually apply any product that you're using?
Sure. What you want to do is you want to exfoliate. You want to get off all the dead skin cells that are ready to come off. That way, when you apply the self-tanner to your skin, you're applying it to skin cells that are younger, and they're going to be around for a little bit longer.
You don't get this splotchy marks.
Exactly. The other thing I recommend, gloves. Just put them on. They're easy, they're disposable. The tighter fitting, the better. That way, you don't have to deal with brown palms.
Yeah, or in your cuticles.
Exactly.
It gets in all the little nooks and crannies.
It's just easier, it's faster. And that way you want to apply in big, round movements to the skin so that way it really blends in. Another easy tip that I like to recommend is using a dry washcloth or a towel, whatever you have, and gently buff areas of concern. Usually it's going to be the elbow, sometimes at the wrist, but what it's just going to do is just going to pick up any excess product where it tends to grab a lot, and that way you've got a really nice feathering effect to those areas that can cause you a little bit of problems sometimes.
You also say don't wear any perfumes or
perfumes, oils, deodorant. So I prefer to tan at night. That way you don't have to worry about putting on perfume when you go out or wearing deodorant, because it will react with the active ingredient in self-tanners, and sometimes it can turn a funky color. But other than that, just kind of stay clear of those while you're processing.
And a lot of people plan it, maybe a few hours before they go to the pool party.
Right.
But you say don't get the self-tanner wet right away.
Correct. Don't get it wet. That's why, as I just mentioned, I'm a big advocate of tanning at night. That way it's less interruptive. You go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you've got a gorgeous tan, you can shower off any guide color that might be in your product, and that way you can wear whatever you want, do whatever you want, work out, go into the pool, whatever.
So how many hours should you wait before showering?
Ideally, depending on the brand, we recommend between 4 and 8 hours. That's why sleeping at night takes care of that. So.
You also say wearing loose clothing is a good idea.
Yes. Dark, loose clothing while the product is developing on your skin.
And why dark?
Just because it sometimes have a little bit of guide color. If you notice in some of these products, it allows you to see where you're putting it.
That's really dark.
I know, but it's there for a reason, and it doesn't end up looking that dark on the skin. But what it does is it allows you to see where you've put the product and where you may have missed, greatly reducing streaking.
All right, we're ready for summer. Sinead,
absolutely. Thanks so much.
All right, you can get more information on self-tanning products on Sinead's website. Just go to kcal9.com. She's got some more tips there. Click Seen on TV.